Three, two, one. Here we are. Episode 15, I think. This is 15.
This is the God episode. This is the episode we're gonna reveal all the truths of all things that have happened in this world. We're gonna reveal if Trump really did wear his pants backwards yesterday during the press conference, or were those just spanned, or did he just start wearing elastic drawstrings everywhere so there's no zippers?
I hope
He wears
he goes to
diapers.
jail. Like he's
I don't want
pretty
him to go to-
screwed right now.
He's funnier out of jail.
But I mean, you can't hear him talk. He's banded everywhere. So
No,
it's not
but
even about funny. Maybe they'll broadcast him from jail. That'll be fun.
I'm not a supporter. I don't support any party, but Trump said the shit came out of motherfucking lab. And it's coming out. The shit came out of motherfucking lab, homie.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes a broken clock is twice. You know, really, his whole thing got caught up in the, Trump. That's why a president has to be truthful most of the time.
Yeah.
He says something right, it actually catches on, and it's not like, the president who cried wolf. So,
Right, but
that was.
I mean, I understand that, but it's like there's certain things that you just don't say for. I've never been caught up with the fact that he said that. Because I don't know if he's lying. Like, he lies all the time, so I don't know what he says out of his mouth is actually true. The fact that he said that didn't really like sway me any other direction. But the thing is that if you're a president, like, you need to, before you say things, you need to make sure it is actually true. Because at the time that he was saying it, you don't know these things. And that causes wars and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in conflicts.
Still separating the children. He just giving better blankets.
Terrible.
He's giving the kids comforters instead of the little Ziploc, blankets. You know what's funny about the children's thing? It was funny. I was talking to this dude in my jiu-jitsu class who does contracting for different municipalities. And, it all boils down to like how, so it comes out the U.S. Customs Office, their little software just doesn't have any, every place has their own custom software. So U.S. Customs Office has their own software. So when they arrest people and put them in, they put them in the software. They didn't have, like, the laws changed so fast that the software couldn't track the kids. So you know what I'm saying? So if your software
is it that they change so fast, or is it so slow? Because usually the government does stuff slow as hell.
No, I mean when they were like, "Oh, we're gonna separate the kids,"
right?
That was a pivot that then if they really needed to do that, they should have sent out kind of a contract like a month before that said we need to update the software so we could track the kids too, and we could associate with you. You kind of see, how software development it don't work that fast,
right? But so it's basically things that people didn't think about, and then they effed up on.
That's the other thing. See, I don't not tripping on his policies. It's just motherfucker. You gotta, you say Obama would have done it, and people would have been like, "That's the way it's supposed to be." You see, it worked. And it would have been the same evil shit, exact same evil shit. But Obama just is a better, is better at getting the evil shit done. But
here's the thing, like, at the end of the day, you can say these things, but like, was it actually Trump, or was it the people around him trying to puppeteer him?
I don't know. No, I don't know what it was.
Like, immigration and stuff, like Stephen Miller was all up in that stuff, doing all the, like, he probably did all the changes for that. Trump just like, make it happen. I don't care. I just want to play golf all day.
And the people just don't really think, because think about it. Shit must be really bad for you to send your kid. Imagine sending like Michaela, be like, "All right, I need you to walk to Baltimore. I'm gonna give you Kamal's phone number." I mean, and there's a fence. in Ohio. There's this fence in Ohio you gotta jump over.
Yo,
Don't worry
it is
about it.
wild if you think about it. It
I
is.
paid this dude $40,000. Dude looks like, you know, just hang out with this dude. It's cool. And so shit they must be living in lava, homie. Be like,
I mean, it's not even people from Mexico, really. It's people from El Salvador that got. I forget what the conflict was down there.
yeah, brand new crop of MS-13 homies come
In
up
El
here, light
Salvador,
up.
because a lot of
Isn't
the
that where
immigrants aren't from Mexico.
MS-13?
A lot of the immigrants are from
Oh
farther
yeah, oh
south,
yeah.
right? So they're coming through Mexico to go through the border, but then
Mexico
Trump was
actually has
talking
their
about
shit together,
MS.
kind of.
But like, what was going down in El Salvador? Let's look that up. I'm gonna look.
There was a huge revolution like in the 80s, and then everybody came to the States, and then MS-13 started, and then blah 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 blah. Now we're here, and then 2 Sicario movies later, everything
Says
is
this is just a quick Google
it is
search. It says
Sicario
there's a
3.
number of risk factors contributing to high level of youth violence and crime in El Salvador, including high rates of poverty, inequality, under and unemployment, and school dropouts,
Blah
dysfunctional
blah
family
blah blah
structures,
blah.
easy access to arms, alcohol, drugs, violence, chaotic herbalism, and
That sounds like Baltimore. See, alcohol, the drugs, guns, violence. Holy shit!
so here's a Baltimore
Let
story.
me
I
go tell
was
my daughter to walk to Baltimore.
oh
That
Jesus.
fence in Ohio.
Baltimore story. Something I saw that usually doesn't phase me, but it kind of phases me a little bit. But I was driving down North Avenue, going home, which I'm pretty close to North Avenue, but like I'm not. I'm. I consider myself a couple blocks from the crazy part of North Avenue, so it's fine. Uh,
I wonder what
I
part of
just
North
drive through
Avenue
the
is not
crazy
the crazy
parts.
part of North Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was driving and there's this corner store and there's dude just like
Hey,
drugged
brother,
out in
out to
front of the corner
Parkway.
store trying to put money in his sock. So, but he was trying to put money in his sock, but he was bent over and he did it in such a and this dude just casually walked by him to go into the store. And I was like, y'all think this is like the just that one instance of him passing this dude trying to put money in his sock because he was just drugged out and just walked right past him just to go into the liquor
Man,
to the store like nothing was wrong. And I was just like, yo, that man
it be
needs
like
to
that,
put
bro.
money in his sock, at least help him. But
Nah, man. You gotta let people live their life, man. Man,
yeah,
these
I
fools
know,
out
I'm
here,
kidding.
no matter what you tell them, they're gonna do they're gonna do their thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Bastards. That's I was listening to uh Tigolo, from his little brother, his last record, and it's just so adult. It just makes me think of all these things
He
we're
came out
talking
with
about.
another
Like,
one, or
it's his old one. I just keep coming back to it. I think I'm gonna make a review records, just random records that I keep going back to that I think are just important and good.
do it.
Because it's just so
That is a good
I
album.
just keep coming back to his last record. Let me look up Tigolo. Little brother Tigolo. Yeah, look. Tigolo Fadolo, little brother. Hey, Fonte, look, Fonte record.
Yeah,
Fonte
that's what
last record.
I knew you were talking about. I just couldn't think of the rapper. Um, that is a very very good album. The last Little Brother album was dope. I thought that was really well
The
done.
brother album was like, yeah, no news is good news, 2018. The last little brother album was like No News is Good News Part 2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
At least yeah.
No, that's what it was. But the thing is that they didn't have Ninth Wonder on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Sounds like it
but they also
was
had like all the
made by
skits
the
and
same.
stuff in there. So that made it all dope. But The Last Little Brother was very, very good. I really enjoyed that.
It was an over 40 record. Yeah, that No News is Good News was definitely um an over 40 record. Uh, so that was explains it. I'm gonna have to watch this. But any new media this week?
No, I mean I've been stuck on. I've been telling everyone to watch this HBO documentary called Enter the Storm. It's like a 6-part thing on QAnon.
What's
It
my white
is
premise?
no, it's not about a white supremacist. It's just about how the movement got started, who's behind the movement, and like where Q came from. Ultimately, at the end, they tell you who's Q is.
They outed Q. I thought the original Q dude was outed.
I don't want to ruin it for anybody, especially on this little podcast here. But y'all should watch that junk because it's a journey. It's definitely a journey, and it's very well done. Because
I
it
wonder if
goes in like
when I turn 60.
it goes like 4 years, and it ends like 4 years in the past starts, or really like 3 years. It took him 3 years to do that documentary, and then it ends technically on like the insurrection and stuff. The insurrection has a lot to do with QAnon, like a lot, and it's so interesting. But you know, that's the only real thing I've been.
Oh, oh man, I'm just watching more of the Bad Batch.
I still need to catch up on that. Is it
Quite
getting
dope.
better? The first episode was all right.
It's all right. It's all right. It's just I just want to keep up on the canon right now. There's so much stuff coming out. I'm just watching stuff so I can know what the canon is about.
Right.
Now that out of the Bad Batch, I think they're gonna go into early Saul Guerrera.
Mm. Okay.
I think because they're around the time when Saul Guerrera was young. And like around this is like 10 years before Rogue One.
I see.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like before, like this is right after Order 66.
Right.
That should be right.
I mean, that's the first episode. Order 66 was initiated.
Order 66 was right before the first Star Wars, right?
Yeah, man. No, no, no,
Timeline is
no, no. Because the
messed up for
Clone
me.
Wars is like,
When I say the first Star Wars, I mean the one from the 70s. You know what I mean?
I don't know that I can't on the top of my head do the timeline of Star Wars right now.
I gotta look up the timeline. I gotta look up the Star Wars timeline because it's just too much canon right now, and too many little stories and this and that.
Have you seen? This is random, but have you seen the Unreal 5 engine graphics? Like they
No,
did like
no, I saw a YouTube clip of it.
yo. Hold on, let me see if I can find this thing, and I'm gonna share it with everybody. Everybody needs to look at this. For all those that are listening, look at YouTube. I don't know what to tell you. We're about to look at some Unreal 5 engine. We're about to do it.
I'm with it.
Hold on, I gotta look at my history. Let's see where it's at. Let's do it. What have you been up to? What's new with you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm getting it, man. I'm staying on it, man. I got promoted to purple belt in jiu-jitsu. Whoa, which is dope. That means I could officially choke you to death and not get arrested.
God bless America.
I
That's
have a choke.
false. But all right.
I got my purple belt in jiu-jitsu. I started training again. So that means COVID's done, homie. If I'm on
COVID
top of
is
you
definitely done.
breathing, try to choke your bitch ass, COVID done.
Done, done.
So what else is cool? That this is the beginning of hot boy summer. So the family's leaving me on Monday. Um it's all about work. Employees are start trying to claw us back, but I'm gonna fight that tooth and nail. I'm just gonna stay home and do work. Are they just gonna stop giving me a paycheck if I just they'd be like, okay, you gotta come in, and I just don't show up, do all the work, log into everything appropriately, but Eddie
Right.
never comes to my desk. It's like if the tree never fall, if you don't hear the tree fall, was it cut? No. If there are two trees, how does it? How the fuck does that go?
It's did a
I don't
tree
know.
fall if you can't hear it in the forest? I don't know. I just remembered it
Yeah.
again.
So other than that, I'm still doing the knee over toes guy thing. I have to cancel that today. Um, Anything else? Yeah, I've been so beat up from jujitsu, it's totally messed up my workout schedule. Totally messed up my workout schedule. Cause like my body will be so wrecked the next day. Or the end of the day, I'll be so like yesterday I worked out, came home, I literally slept the rest of the day. I was like, I'm fucked up. So that's really what else? Oh, I was just gonna think of something. I'm about to buy these monkey feet.
I don't know what that
Heard of the monkey
is.
feet?
Nope.
Monkey feet is shit.
All right, I'm about to share this.
Fitness.
I'm about to share this joint. Also, I think it's Bayou, but they have an Avengers campus. I think it might be in California. So they made basically like a
Oh,
Disney World, but it's like Avengers.
yeah.
Say that again?
It's in Anaheim.
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
because
How far a drive is that
it's
from you?
it's like 40 minutes on a good day. An hour. It's
Yeah,
an
yeah, that's
hour.
where they
But
usually put the
Anaheim is
parks. That's where, when Aunt Dawn used to take me and Brandon to parks, everything's over around that way, right?
yeah, but to be honest, Disney on the low owns like half of Anaheim, homie.
Yeah, that
Just
makes
don't
sense.
they just haven't developed it.
Right. So that's where
There's
they just put
space
the new
for
stuff.
there's space for a grip of fucking parks out there. Like they got space for like 2, 3 more parks if they want. Like across the street, but they own a lot of land in Anaheim. They're like a big deal in Anaheim. And the Anaheim City Council just rolls over because they're the biggest employer.
Right.
And watch this stream. What the hell? Yeah, this is the one I seen. Yeah.
Yo, this is absolutely wild as hell.
Game is this gonna be for Unreal? Or
Nah,
are
this
they
is
gonna
just a
use this engine
test.
for a variety of games?
This is just a test. Okay, there it is. I have the sound off, but you just need to see what's going on because it looks crazy. Look at that.
Looks really nice.
Yo, it looks crazy. Can you imagine
It's funny,
yo,
you
the
don't
lighting?
realize how nice it is until you compare it to like an old version.
Right. But I mean,
Like
off the
like
bat,
like I
you can
look at
just
it, I'm
see the
like, oh, that's
pieces.
cool.
Like just the little pieces here and there.
Yeah. It's like you don't understand how fresh Baldur's Gate is until you watch Alasta and you're like, holy shit.
Oh
Or you
god.
don't know how nice K-pop is until you see a Vietnamese pop group.
Right.
And you're like, oh shit, they need to practice more.
I just realized that no one could see it. Oh no. No one could see my streams.
I can see that
There we
shit.
go.
That shit is dope.
There we go.
Who is this guy?
There we go, everybody. We got it.
There we go.
This guy is. I don't even know who this guy is. Who is this guy?
Is that a Master Chief?
JSFILMZ. Um, and I keep
No, I'm
messing
talking
up the
about the
video.
guy in the thing, the guy
I think it's just
in the
a random Random dude.
Oh, you
Doing
should be
dude
getting the
things.
PS5 tomorrow.
Right.
Have you checked the
Yeah, no, that's what it says on the tracking. I checked it.
all right.
Oh, it's not
I have
looking.
this worst nightmare. It's gonna like show up in pieces, like just something terrible. I'm like, oh god, let it. Because they charged me $103 for the whole damn thing, $86 to ship it.
Yeah. Yeah, you showed me and complained about it a lot. I remember.
I almost pooped in my pants. Matter of fact, I sharted
All right, that's enough of
and
that.
pooped in the pants.
It's enough of the Unreal 5 engine. That's going to be exciting in the future, everybody.
Is that for a particular game?
No, this is just like just someone made a forest in the actual program and just picked a character I guess they have for like testers and just started roaming around in a detailed pre-render, or he could have made the forest. I don't really know how these things work, but you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, homie. But
But
other than
yeah,
that, working, getting ready for this hot boy summer.
Hot
You know
Boy
what I'm saying?
Summer.
Working on my back piece. I can't.
Just
Oh,
really
I can
weird to
show.
say.
Huh?
I said Hot Boy Summer is just really doesn't really roll off the tongue very well. Just,
But what are you talking about? Are you being sexist?
uh,
Are you being some kind of
I
some
mean,
kind
I
of
could be
sexist?
being a lot of things, but I don't. I mean no harm. I'm just saying it. Just is. It's
Um,
very strange to say. I'm not used to saying it.
are,
That's
are
that's it.
are you trying to shame me for something? Are you trying to shame
I mean,
my choices in
if you feel shamed, I'm sorry. But I usually try to shame you. So only behind your back
I am
though.
a hot boy. I am a hot boy. This is hot boy summer, homie. I can't wait. Although it's gonna be lonely without my family.
Yeah, I think you just say that.
In huh? Well, wait. Have
You'll
you
be
seen the
fine.
latest date on the back piece? I'm gonna have to let you
I
see
did
this.
see it on Instagram, but you can go ahead and share it for our wonderful fans, all 3,000 of them. They want to see that.
3,000. Oh my god.
I know, right?
The,
That's just a number I made up in my brain.
oh,
We made $1 on
window.
Anchor. If everyone wants to know our net worth of Brothers from Other Mothers, it's $1. Made $1.08 from the ads.
Here we go. There it is.
Looks
Did you
good.
see how that shit look? His
Now, is
Nard.
is it? I was gonna ask you this. Is it red that they colored in, or is it just your skin reacting to the
Oh, it's just
needle?
my shit is irritated.
Okay.
My shit is just
That's what I
active.
thought. I
It's
was
just
just like,
that
that's
I
probably
just
just the aftermath. But I was just like, so what did they do then?
like right after. This is right after. It's gonna look. Whoa.
So what did they do? Like, what did they just do? More shading or like what?
Oh, you see some butt cheeks right there. Boop. You see how that was? So then they shaded all this in.
Okay, so it is just shading. So is there any color in
Yeah,
this at all?
nah, it's just gonna be all shading.
Okay, got it.
Add that to the back tattoo real quick. Hold up. Boop. See me organize my photos. You good too. Uh, now you can see it a little better. If I go down here,
Yeah. Okay. I see.
You
I see.
see, once it's really gonna pop once he finishes, because this is gonna calm down to be more looking like this
Mm-hmm.
and more like that.
So
And
once he
then
does
once this,
the skin and everything of the person.
yeah, and then he's just gonna shade in the robe and stuff and do shading. Like she'll like become 3D more when he
Okay.
shades it in.
Right.
Because he'll shade, because you know depth comes from shading and
Right. Yeah.
light source.
I went to art school. I
Depth.
get it.
I went to art school, and then after that, then towards that, and this like I have at least 5 more sessions. Then after that, he's gonna get into the cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Goes all the way from one side all the way through the cheeks, and it ends like on the bottom of the other cheek. Everybody to see my
Word.
cheeks. That's a better picture of cheekazoids.
Does your wife only like to look at the picture on your back now?
Oh yeah,
That's terrible. Love it.
that shit looks beautiful. It nailed it. And doing that hair was vicious, homie. This stage from here to that hair was vicious. I thought he was trying to kill me. I swear to God. But that's that.
That's that. Any movies and stuff that you've watched lately? Things of that nature, maybe?
Other than realizing at first I liked Army of the Dead. Now I'm starting to realize it was a mess.
Oh man, it was a mess the first time I watched it.
Oh
Oh,
man. And then
were
I
you
was
trying to
looking at
convince me that it was decent? Were you the one on our last
I think I
conversation
was.
about
I
this?
was trying to convince you. I was trying to convince you it was decent. It was cool, but it's a mess. That movie's a mess. Matter of fact, that movie. It wasn't until someone pointed it out to me.
It wasn't the worst thing I've
That
seen
movie
though, but it's still could have been better.
is the narrowest um range of focus. It's a depth of field of any movie I've ever seen.
Mm.
Look at it again. The depth of field is like maybe 4 inches, homie.
One thing that I'm probably
In
not gonna do is look at it in its entirety ever
again.
again.
You know. Yo,
But
they
my
have some
favorite part
there.
was the intro scene where they
Yeah.
explained everyone's backstories. That was the probably the best part of
That
the
was
entire movie.
I think they should do a prequel. I think that they need to do a pre-movie with the creation of it.
Well, dude.
That would be
Netflix is literally hooking Snyder up. I do not understand, but they have series for each character. He's also doing like these Netflix shorts of how he made Army of the Dead, and I'm just like, those are actually pretty interesting. I watched a couple of them. And then yeah, so it's just gonna be like series and movies of Army of the Dead. Like they're milking this shit dry. They're milking it.
I know they're having a prequel for the Safecracker. Set up Army of Dead 2. Like the prequel for the Safecracker's already made.
Mm.
They're just gonna bring it out. Oh, you heard Donnie Yen was picked up for uh, John Wick 4?
Yeah, I did. That's gonna be wild. I'm actually more excited for the movie now.
I'm not excited for John Wick 4 at all.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck
You
out of
know
here.
why? Because John Wick 3, there was like a monochrome. John Wick 1, there was
No,
a monochrome.
you can't yo, you can't do that. We just went from Army of the Dead to John Wick. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
All right,
It's
all
a
right.
superior
But
movie
John Wick,
regardless.
but the thing about John Wick is that John Wick 1 and 2, at least there was like, okay, I can see some of this happening. But when he
See
got
none
to
of that shit
3,
happening.
and he had the bulletproof jacket, it was like bing 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 bing. I was like, this motherfucker it did it. Then when he fell off the building and was like, I'm Batman, and just disappeared.
Yo,
I
when I
was
start
like,
watching
dude,
John
I
Wick,
think
all logic goes out the window and I don't care. All I want to see is people die in ridiculous ways and amazing fight scenes. That's it. I honestly don't care. It is what it
I
is.
think they need to move it to either John Wick prequels to where Keanu Reeves is just like an OG, you know what I'm saying, in the world, and they come to him. Because to be honest, Keanu Reeves, he must be pushing 60
Yeah.
into late 50s. He looks stiff as shit.
I
Sometimes
mean,
you ever look at his movement? Like, I know they make him look good.
yeah.
Where he kicks like his whole upper body, he'd be like, ooh, like he looks like his back hurt.
No, he does look stiff all the time, but I thought that was probably like his character demeanor, to be completely honest. Like I
Oh
think it
yeah, because
works for him.
he was stiff in the Matrix.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it's Keanu Reeves, so everyone's just like whatever.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the other day, I was talking to my cousin's girlfriend, right? I said, "Oh man, that shit is like Point Break," and she didn't know what I was talking about, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm old. Whole zeitgeist has just changed." Like she was like, "What's Point Break?" She was like, "Who's Patrick Swayze?" Like, and now I
uh,
understand. Who are like on top of the world or nothing. You know, people don't even remember them. I was like, "Oh, you don't know Point
right,
Break, homie?
right, right, yeah,
The movie. That's the movie that fools man.
yeah,
Between
yeah.
Point Break and any De Niro movie, that's like my whole youth."
It's facts.
But other than that, and there's really nothing I'm looking out for right now. I was talking to my friend about, oh, we're gonna go to the movies, blah blah blah. There's nothing big I want to see, and
And everything that's
I
good
see.
coming out on HBO Max. I don't even want to go to the movie. I don't care. I don't care. Everything I want to see is coming out on HBO Max. Dune is coming out on HBO Max.
What's
Hmm?
coming out on HBO Max?
Dune.
What's coming out? Dune.
Dune. The new joint. That's being released on HBO Max.
When is it? It's being released in June.
No, no, no. Dune. Dude, I don't know when it's actually being released, but I know it's going to be on HBO Max. Like I don't have to go to a theater to see that.
Oh, that's gonna be dope. But I think I might do Dune on um the big screen. Like I might go to
October. It
uh
releases in October.
oh good, around the same time that I have a feeling Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna release this year, like Christmas time.
I'm gonna play the crap out
But
of it
we'll
when
see.
it does. I'm
Now
gonna
that
play it.
although I hope they fix a few things in Baldur's Gate 3.
I hope so too.
Like they need to fix the rest system. Baldur's Gate 2 had a perfect rest system. You
It
rest too
did.
much, you start getting attacked while you rest.
It. I
You know, and
no. I think we just need to come to accept what it is because I don't see them fixing the camp or the rest or anything like that. I think those are things we're just gonna have to
well,
deal with.
a feeling the camp might change per um per zone because I it would really break me if you're in Baldur's Gate and you could just I think the camp should kind of be like you're leaving your camp like once you get on that ship at the end of the game to go to the next zone and you can't go back or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that camp should be in that area. And when you go back to area 1, you get to go to that camp
I mean,
and
I'm
all
sure
those
the
items.
camps will change, but it'll still carry with you all the stuff from that camp and other areas. It'll look
And another
different, but
thing about Baldur's Gate that fucked me up was that no use for rope.
you
You
can
find
use
all
rope.
this rope, huh?
You can use rope. No, you can't use rope.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah, that would be
what
dope,
adventure
especially
do you
on like
know?
because you can jump down really big holes, so it makes actually sense if you can put a rope down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no rope mechanics. Like, that's a big deal. Why would you? You're an event. That's like the first thing. If you're an adventurer, I need some damn rope. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going on a long trip, hiking in the Andes, or going to fight a motherfucking dragon and going through some bogs, let me get some rope. Get to a tree, do something. and you can't
Completely
use the
agree with
rope.
that.
It's like, oh, it's that's why I think I haven't gotten into Solasta yet, just because I'm a 40-something-year-old adult and it's hard to dig 15 hours in this. You know, sometimes it's hard
Yeah.
to be like, I'm gonna give
No,
this
I
15
feel
hours
you. I
on
sometimes don't
somebody
start
on you.
games because of that. Like, it would be like, if I start this, I'm gonna be really into it, so I'm just not going to. I'm
I'm
sitting
gonna have
on
to wait for like.
I'm sitting on the new Zelda because of that. Because I'm just like, I really know I'm gonna love
It's
this
a new
game.
Zelda. It's like a role playing game.
I mean, it is an RPG, but it's
Yeah,
like an
because
action
all the Zelda.
RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like But this one is it's pretty intricate. Like you have to find your weapons. It's not like you have one sword the whole time. Like your
But the
weapons
Zelda's
break.
like, it looks like Final Fantasy almost.
I
Like
don't, not really. It's
in
not
its
turn
depth,
based.
you know?
It's like an action. It's like how Baldur's Gate used to be a little bit, just no pausing.
You know what I watched? Um, one of my favorite franchises that I think that they put down, um, 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 fuck it, Starship Troopers. Have an animated movie like Mars Trader or
The
something.
3D
Really
version,
cool. Huh?
when they made
Yeah,
the
it's
actual series, those were awesome.
the Starship Troopers ones were awesome. They had depth, they had feeling, but
Yeah,
they have a movie that's kind of like the series that
right.
called like Martian Betrayal or something. That shit was good.
I didn't see that, but I
That
did
shit was
watch their series when it was out, and I really liked it when it did come out. I
yeah,
still
it
love the
has all the
movie.
main movie's actually great. The movie's a really great commentary on fascism
Yeah.
and on America.
Uh huh.
And it's really, to me, it's a classic. It's a wonderful movie.
It is. It's really good.
It's
It holds
a
up
wonderful
to this
movie.
day.
The movie
Ah,
holds up to this day. Motherfucking Aliens. Aliens is on Netflix.
I haven't
Oh my God.
watched that recently.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Aliens is the hey. My man, why don't you put her in charge? We're really fucked now. That shit was such a good movie. That shit was such a good movie. Oh man, a lot of good one-liners. Hey
yeah.
Vasquez, anybody ever mistook you for a man? Anybody ever mistook you? That shit is the shit. Can't get
uh,
over it. Yeah, Aliens is actually an excellent movie. There, heard about the whole I'm gonna call them neocon nerds. How the
uh-huh.
neocon nerds is all up in arms about Amazon's politically correct take on the prequels of Lord of the Rings they're doing.
No, I heard
So
nothing about that.
so the neocon nerds, there's a YouTube. I listen to like the nerds on YouTube about Lord of the Rings. Really mad that they're making Lord of the Rings more inclusive in the prequels. Like they're gonna have black characters. They're gonna make the Amazon's making Lord of the Rings prequels kind of like um
Bridgington.
the one with the ice wall.
Oh,
Um for Thrones.
yes.
Yeah, they're gonna make it kind of Game of Thrones-ish.
Hmm.
Like long procedural type drama with ancient stuff. Lord of the Rings world. And they're mad because Lord of the Rings really isn't, it's more
Why didn't they do like
it,
after Lord
it,
of the Rings? Why do people do prequels all the fucking time?
out of because Jared Tolkien wrote a lot of material for the prequels. He didn't really write anything for the afterwards.
Okay.
So you have Aragorn coming up, Aragorn's people, the first Ring War you could write about. You could write about like all that old ancient stuff that they have that comes to the third. Because the third empire is when the third age. It's when magic is dying.
Right.
So if you write about the old ones, you can do more magic, more big set pieces. This is because the movie is about the coming of the age of men.
Right.
And so the things are going to be like the age of elves, the age of all of these, 500-year-old men who like they're going to go into the back histories of all the ring rates back when the ring rates were actually men
Right.
and
Damn.
stuff like that.
They're
But they're
gonna
going
make
to
a
make
killing off that. They spent more money. I know they spent more money on that than like anything.
they're spending like billies. They're
Yeah.
spending like billies on Lord of the Rings just to make. But the nerds are mad because Lord of the Rings is essentially a European English tale. Hobbits
Yeah.
are actually, English gentlemen,
Yeah.
or really English villagers, common
Right.
folk,
Yeah.
and really to be Bilbo's kind of aristocracy a little bit.
Mm.
If you look at him, he's rich. He has servant, like
Yeah.
homeboy is his servant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Bag and it's funny, it's because I've read a few books about Lord of the Rings, and had like J.R. Tolkien was so about old English. The name of the home, Bag End.
Mm-hmm.
A bag end is an English word for cul-de-sac. He refused to use cul-de-sac because he didn't want to use any French terms. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You feel me? So
Oh
Lord
wow.
of, Lord of the Rings is really an English tale.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe a little bit about World War One that J.R. Tolkien fought in. Which was the worst of the wars. The whole
Yeah.
part about the bog them going through was his things about going through the trenches. Was like
Right.
kind of his own thing, that bog of seeing the faces in the water. If you read about trench warfare, people would drown in the in the bomb craters during the rain.
Oh
They would get
snap.
injured, be in a bomb crater, and drown because of the rain. So they're getting mad because they're going to put black folks in there. And they're like, no, this is supposed to be all this and that. And I'm like, just get the fuck over it, homie.
And they will when it comes out. They already spent the money, so who cares?
Yeah, so Lord of the Rings is actually is a deep set of books. It's really heavy. Lord of the Rings and its sister world, Narnia. Because Narnia is kind of like a sister world. They were both written around the same time. And
But those
J.R.
are different.
Tolkien's and C.S. Lewis.
J.R. Tolkien is what?
J.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis were best of friends.
Oh, really? I
And
didn't know. Well,
C.S.
did they?
Lewis, huh?
No, keep going.
Hmm?
Keep going.
No, and C.S. Lewis was one of the people who urged J.R. Tolkien to write Lord of the Rings.
Are you saying that they could possibly connect, or what? What are you saying?
No, no, no. I'm saying that that when I say sister world is that they're both fantasy worlds written by two men who knew each other deeply, who were both deep Catholics, and
Okay.
they were both monotheistic worlds in a world of magic.
Well, I mean, Narnia
Might not,
is basically about Jesus, so.
yeah, and Lord of the Rings is actually kind of has a lot of like one God stuff in it. You
Mm-hmm.
notice that that all the like Gandalf and some of the high elves and all, they're actually,
They're what?
if you think they're actually angels.
Right.
You really, if you really get into because remember it starts in, they said there was a Luvamir or something who sang with who they all sang, but one sang in discord
Right.
was Sauron, and the one who sang it, that's like the Satan story. Literally is like Satan was an angel. Everybody said the prayer. So it's not like I'm some kind of Christian. This is just books I've
Yeah,
read
yeah,
that have
yeah.
made
No, I get it. I mean, but there's so many
connection.
books that can be and stuff that people just basically write a fantasy world based on their surroundings.
Like, I'm trying to look for it. It should be, I have it up here. It's about Jared Token, the one. I'll have to have it ready next time. But yeah.
Yeah.
Jared Token's thing. So all the internet political anti-politically correct people are on it. I'm just like, get over it, man,
Get over
dude.
it. It'll be
You
dope.
know, you can't call, you can't call women broads no more, dogs. All right, you can't punch down. This is just is what the fuck it is. You
Is what
can't
it
call me a
is.
nigger. You know,
But anyway,
you gotta actually care about other people. Holy shit, thought it. You know what I'm saying? All the great stuff you got because you're white, you might have to admit it. You might have to, you don't gotta give it back. It's not like you're gonna get his shit back. You just
oh
gotta
right,
admit that.
right. Yeah, we took it. We took that
Man,
shit. True. You're right. It is what
shit,
it
just gotta
is.
admit.
In the words of Donald Trump, it is what it is.
Yeah, but I think that's a wrap, man. Man, we've been hollering for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm hungry, and I think I'm gonna do something about that.
What
It's
you
a
eating for
wrap
breakfast?
for breakfast. Oh shit, is it morning where you are? It was one. I
Your
didn't eat
first meal?
anything. I haven't eaten nothing today. It's
I've
1:30
been
here.
um the past week I've been fasting till 2. It's been great. I've just been drinking water and coffee and Perrier till like about 2. And it gives me time to really think about what I want my first meal to be. And it makes me, and I kind of explore some of those hunger feelings. Is like, is this really hunger or am I thirsty? Is this really hunger? Or is this some
Yeah,
kind of sugar thing?
right.
Because sometimes hunger might be like your body just wants some sugar.
I
Just
know when my body is like when I shouldn't be eating, and sometimes it's like, well, I'm gonna be hungry in 20 minutes anyway, or some shit like that. I don't know.
yeah, but we're gonna get it together. But there's another episode of Brothers from Other Mothers of
Hell
the
yeah,
also known as the Black Man is God.
black man is God.
Ella's gorgeous. That too.
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna get another one next year, right behind it.
Where?
No, I have a chip too. I have a tooth that's split, kind of like food gets up in it, and the dentist is like, we're just gonna have to cap it. And all my gold, homie, the gold mine in there, Holmes. All right, I'm out of here.
Peace, brother. Out.